Well, we were definitely more excited this time around.
Okay.
It was an easier experience than normal because we had way more preparation and time
Mm.
to do this last record. He was writing demos for the band and Alex was writing demo drums. Like we had a lot of songs as a demo in like demo form before we even got to the studio. So I was prepared with like knowing what it was going to kind of sound like beforehand. Um, and we were in a really comfortable studio and a nice spot, and our producers were awesome. So we had all the right ingredients to write a good record on a practical standpoint. The hardest part is getting there and like not hitting writer's block and feeling like you're worth a damn and the stuff that you're writing is worth a damn.
Well,
But everything went really well. It's usually very for me it's usually stressful because we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be great and do great. But for whatever reason, this time around was just so much more enjoyable.
so that,
Thankfully.
yeah, because what you mentioned I find interesting because what how I see creativity is that kind of doubt is inherently attached to creativity because you're trying to share something that's very personal.
I have a lot of doubt. Maybe Jesse doesn't. I know we're both very hard on ourselves to make great content every time. So it's sometimes hard not to get discouraged. It's like, is this good enough? But sometimes you just got to relax and trust the process.
This might be difficult to because I'm sure it differs for different types of outings and songs. But what is in a way your criteria? How do you measure what you do in a way?
Oh man, that's a good question. Hopefully some variety if you can. Because sometimes I'll catch myself writing the same lyrics I've written before. And can't do that again. Just trying to come in with a new approach to things. Not just for the band, just for yourself too. Like, man, I've done stuff like that before. Is there a version of this I can do that's slightly different from what I would usually write? Um, kind of, it's hard to keep raising the bar, but like really, you kind of have to, or
Sure.
else you're gonna write the same record over and over.
What was the goal, so to say, in terms of compiling a collection of songs for this?
For us, the order on the album is very purposeful. There's meant to be like a flow to it. I think Jesse has like a more specific methodology when we're doing placement, but I know we try not to like front what we say is front load the album. We try to have like an even spread, like a progression, so when you get to the back half of the record, you're not feeling like you already listened to all the good songs,
And you mentioned
heavy, slow, heavy, slow, heavy, slow kind of thing,
yeah, that I wrote, especially in Electric Twilight as well. There's a lot of dynamics within that song itself. So that was definitely a point of emphasis then, I suppose, that to kind of yeah, like you say, mix it up a little bit.
There's a couple songs that definitely feel like they're connected or they were written together, which wasn't intentional. It actually, there might have been two songs maybe, but like as far as like whatever songs went together, I don't think there was any songs written meant to be back to back, but they just ended up that way.
Okay.
Some songs had slight ending changes to make the transitions into the next one more fluid, but that was like done very much later.